Hello there. Welcome to the Love Show with Blessing Christopher. It's an amazing getting you to join me on the show today. Wow. Okay. All right. For those of you who don't know me, I am your host, your love expert, Blessing Christopher. So you subscribe, turn on your notification. It's the Love Show, and we'll be sharing love picks and tips. On today's episode of the Love Show, it's a simple, easy, kissable because what we're going to be talking about today is marriage decisions. Why marriage decisions? A couple of times we talk about wanting to get married. We are ladies who've been pressured on certain things. Our friends have married, gotten married, we are still waiting. It's not forthcoming. For instance, now it's December, the end of the year, and it initially had plans of getting married by before December, and up until now, no one has shown forth. No man has shown forth. No, your ideal man has not approached. You've not been engaged, so you're still worried. You're perturbed, or it's not happening. Friends have gotten married. When is going to be my turn? Now I put it to you that your turn is going to be when God sees that you are ready. When God sees that you won't walk into a marriage of pressure. When God sees that you won't just jump right into marriage for the sake of marrying for friends. When God sees that you will marry for the right reasons and not because your friends, your colleagues, and your relatives. Now, marriage to you, it's a deep decision. Marriage is deep, marriage is intense, marriage is important. Marriage is a calling, is a ministry. You don't mount the podium until you are set to get married. Until you have made up your mind, you made the decision to commit to yes forever. Until you're ready to give yourself, your thoughts, your peace. Yes, your peace in the aspect of sharing your space, sharing your time, sharing your moments with another. So, marriage decision is intense. That's one thing you should understand. When is it going to be my turn? See, the waiting season, whether you're a man or you're a woman, I want you to understand that the waiting season is not a time to be pressured. Rather, the waiting season should be a time that you invest in yourself. In school, if you're for instance, this part of the world, Africa, Nigeria, if you want school, at the end of every session, you're giving a report. Your examination report is out and you're told how you perform. And what you hear is good result, put in more effort. So I put to you, what effort have you made to yourself towards getting married? What effort have you made towards being the right partner? What effort have you made to becoming you? To becoming the woman or the man that you really think your man desire and wants to get married to? Those are the things we should check. It's not just about wanting to get married. It's not just about, oh, he loves me. It shouldn't just be about wanting to get married. Decision about what getting married should be. Marriage is intense, marriage is deep. Marriage is a calling, marriage is a ministry, marriage is an assignment, marriage is a purpose. So you don't walk into marriage because you're pressured. You don't walk into marriage because friends are getting married. You don't walk into marriage because relatives want you to get married. You don't walk into marriage because you think age is no longer on your side. Those are reasons. Those are reasons that are not substantial enough for you to get married. My take is that you should get married for the right reason. My take is that you should get married because you want to do destiny with this person. My take is that you should get married because you feel he is the one or she is the one that will Yeah, you will walk the path of destiny together, that you will fulfill purpose together, that you will do this assignment together, that you will make mark together, the one that you commit to loving forever. Not that you get in and in no time you're out, you'll have some excuses on why this relationship shouldn't work. That shouldn't be marriage to you. That should not be marriage to you. So your decision for being wanting to get married should be deep, that if you think there are certain things that is stopping you from getting married. If you ask me, most times when I say work on yourself, these are the aspects I talk about. Some of the aspects. Work on your emotion. Work on your purpose. Work on your passion. Work on yourself. Work on loving you. Work on your health, your mental health. Work on your well-being. Work on your look. Work on becoming the list, which leads me to the next point. Most times we have a list. We have how we want our man to look like. We have how we want our man to be. We have how we want our lady to look like, our lady to be. Marriage shouldn't be what is he driving? How many zeros does he have in his account? Marriage should go beyond that. Marriage should not be where is he living? What job is he working? Marriage should be what is his driving force. Marriage should be where is his heart. So if you're making decisions of marriage for the wrong reason, I think it's time you start making the right decisions. Are there things you think that is you should work on that will help you attract your ideal man? Because if you want an ideal man or ideal woman, then work on becoming the ideal man or the ideal woman you want, your ideal man wants. Even in my one-on-one session, I talk about an ideal, painting a picture perfect, your picture of your ideal partner. It's part of our premium classes. Now, the thing is, most times, most ladies have a checklist of who they want. That's for the smart ones. For those ones that the others that don't care, just want to get married, no checklists. Nothing to ascertain. Is this the person I want? Is this the man I want to spend eternity together with? Is he really who I want to get married to? So most others don't check. They don't get to one. They just feel it doesn't matter. Once someone shows up and say I love you, then that should be it. But it goes beyond that. So I put to you, before you look at the checklist or start taking your list, look and check. Am I through? Am I this list I'm taking? Am I these qualities I'm looking out for? Because that will help you. Remember, like attracts like. So be careful as much as you make these six positions as desires. Because I do tell people at times finding love can start with just building a meaningful, healthy relationship. That's the best kind of love. That's the best one. Not just standing with the goal of, oh, I just want to get married by all means. So I'm moving on and talk about most we've talked about the list, the checklist of what we ladies look out for, what we aim to see, what we want. Talked about that list. Now that you have that list, now that you understand that it's not just about your list, but it should be about you also. It is important for you to ensure that you don't go for a partner you will later feel regrets. Yeah, regrets. I knew I needed to invest in the internal work. For me, I knew I needed to invest in my internal work. I knew I needed to work on my person, work on my emotions before getting into relationships. I knew I needed to work on my goals, my dreams, my passions, the thing I wanted. I knew I didn't just want to wait that at the point of getting into marriage, I'll now start thinking, oh, I would love to do this, I would love to do that. Because that's where the issue comes. Because part of my of discussions during your waiting season, during your courting season, should be your purpose, should be your passion, should be your dreams. But here, whereby you don't have clarity in this, how will it work? So, work on your value, work on respecting you, work on valuing you, valuing you. When you value, you will value your partner. Respecting, when you respect you, you will respect your partner. Loving you, when you love you, you will love your partner. I'm talking about loving you unconditionally. You will extend that unconditional love to your partner. Now, honor you. When you honor, you'll be able to honor your partner back. Reward you. Self reward has a way of boosting your self esteem. You boost the self worth, it boosts your esteem. So, are you one that you feel, oh, your esteem is kind of low, you're low on esteem? Boost your self esteem by self reward. Celebrate those little wins, celebrate those little achievements. Down as a roundup, I want you to also understand that if you want a king, then be the queen he would desire. If you want a queen, then be the king she will desire. You want an ideal man, be the ideal woman that the ideal man wants. You want an ideal woman, then be the ideal man that you want in your ideal woman. See, if you've been battling with limiting beliefs, your waiting period is a time for you to heal from the old ones. It's a time for you to work on those limiting beliefs. It's a time for you to invest in your development, your goals, your personal development. It's a time for you to plan your goals, be smart, set realistic, measurable, attainable, time-bound goals. That's being smart. See, the decision to dance down the aisle is a serious one. It's no child's play. Marriage, that's what I believe. If you've happened to hear me or time and time again, I keep talking about marriage is not for kids. So the decision for marriage is not for kids at all. So don't be deceived by fake appearances. There are deep considerations that you must engage in before you dance down the aisle. So that's why I talk about decisions that you should make. They are serious one. Marriage decision is serious. Marriage decision is important. You can't afford just to be pressured into getting married because the year is getting to an end. And I want to end by saying, for all the ladies who get to watch me on this session, my prayer is that December brings you good tidings of love. For the men, my prayer is that December brings you good tidings of more love. And I mean good tidings of real love. So while you work on rounding up the year, getting to sort out the year end, I want you to know that